So his hit song may have been 99 problems, but now Jay-Z's got 100 problems, at least. The rap mogul under pressure to back out of his reported multi-million-dollar deal with high-end retailer Barney's New York. It stems from accusations that the store racially profiled two different shoppers. Now, a rapidly growing petition insists that Jay-Z cut the cord. It already has 3,000 signatures. This isn't the kind of PR he wants to build his brand. Here to weigh in are resident money marketing maven Bruce Turkel and Bronwyn Barnes, a senior editor at Entertainment Weekly. Bruce, let me start with you. How big a deal is this to Jay-Z? Now, pressure is mounting for him to pull out. He had this thing going with Barney's, very high-end. He's selling his different things with his name on it there. What do you think? How big a deal?
It's only a big deal if he doesn't come out with another hit record very soon, because that'll make everything go away. What I don't understand, though, and the issue that I think he needs to bring up, because somebody has to, is besides the fact that he was not involved in this racial profiling, why is nobody protesting and saying Calvin Klein should pull out, or Ralph Lauren should pull out, or Giorgio Armani should pull out?
You know exactly why.
Why has this become Jay-Z's problem?
You know
but
why?
I don't think that.
You know exactly why, and Bronwyn, I'll let you tackle this. I mean, the group that he's pitching to, he's from the streets. He's African American. They're saying when they protest, you used to be one of us, where you couldn't afford to shop in this store. Now we can afford to shop there. We should have the right to it, and we shouldn't be profiled. These are two black, younger people here in the city who went in and bought very expensive things. They say they paid for it outright. They came out and they were profiled and said, "How did you get that?" Why, and were harassed by the police.
Right, absolutely. And I think there are two important points. The first being that 25% of sales from this collection will go to Jay-Z's Sean Carter Foundation, which provides college scholarships to underprivileged youth from the same streets where he grew up, which I think is an important factor in this. And as well, in 2006, he actually came out against the champagne brand Cristal and boycotted it because of racist comments made by an executive from that
Bruce,
company.
Doesn't that make him seem like a hypocrite? He says that he's against Cristal and everything else, and he's supposed to be giving money to this charity based on. Doesn't it make him seem like a hypocrite in this situation?
What it makes it seem, I think, is that his brand has gotten big and mature. This happens to companies all the time. They start small, they start identifiable with a particular market, just like he did. Then as they grow, they add new products, they add new markets, they add new audiences, and all of a sudden, people aren't really sure who they are, and people aren't sure where the relationship is with them. What he needs to do is reestablish his cred as a musician and as a businessman, which then leads into everything else. What he cannot do is let this become his personal issue, because it's not.
Yeah.
And he can't let his old fans now drag him back to where he was. He's got to be bigger than this.
I have to wonder, what is this really worth to him? Why does he even bother doing it? According to Forbes, he made about, he's worth $450 or $460 million. He and Beyonce, he's everywhere. I feel like he's the Nike swish. Wherever you go, there's something that Jay-Z is sponsoring. He's in Barney's selling a $34,000 watch. Is this real? Is it worth it? Is he spreading himself too thin? Is this the sign that he should maybe slow down? What do you think, Bronwyn?
Well, celebrity endorsements have always been incredibly lucrative, and now that they've evolved into sort of brand ambassadorships and creative posts, they are really profitable for these celebrities. And as well, it's a great way to fund your passion projects. So in addition to paying a celebrity to endorse a brand or to have some creative involvement, it's also a way for them to raise money to do other things outside of releasing an album.
Bruce, if you're looking at this straight from a brand point of view, is it a sign that he's spreading himself too thin? He's everywhere. He doesn't need this kind of aggravation.
I don't think you can decide based on how much money he has or how much he needs. When is enough enough? You can never be too thin or too rich. As far as spreading too thin, I think, in fact, what it says is, again, the brand has gotten large. Has it gotten too large? No. This is what happens to brands when they grow. Everybody loves you when you're small and you're one of them. Then all of a sudden, they're not so happy because you've gone beyond them. You're looking at other markets. The person who can afford the $34,000 watch is not necessarily the guy who bought the music all those years ago.
No,
they feel left out.
So who is his audience
grows.
right now? Who is it? Does he alienate his core base, and should it matter? Because here, if he's in the windows at Barney's, he's pitching to Upper East Side men and women. He's pitching to really wealthy people. That's potentially not who's buying his music. Is he confusing his brand?
I remember the last time we talked about Jay-Z, Melissa, you said, I love me some Jay-Z.
I always have. I've listened to his music since the
market.
beginning. Okay, so should he forget everyone else? I mean, so he's making me happy. He's alienating the different part of his base.
He needs to include everyone else. Look at his competition in just the fashion business. Ralph Lauren has done it. He's got jeans, he's got suits, he's got custom-made suits, he's got expensive, he's got cheap. He needs line extensions. He needs to become the Procter & Gamble. He needs to become the Johnson & Johnson. He needs to become the BMW of his business and have line extensions and multiple brands. As I said, this happens all the time. He just needs the right counseling to show him how to take this incredible fame he has and spread it out and grow it.
But these two shoppers also prove that they saved their money to buy a luxury item, which is what a lot of fans do. They may not be able to whip out a black card and buy a $34,000
Then all the more reason
watch.
why he should stand by them and make Barney's do something about it, I guess. Although there's something off about this whole story anyway. I think we're going to hear more about it later. We'll see. Anyway, thanks to both of you. Appreciate your time. Nice job.
Thank you.
A brand